Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Garrell and I'm the Real Fit Wife on Facebook. So this is your first business preview video on a little bit about what I do daily. So this, I wanted to keep it totally real. This is what I look like day in and day out. This right here is because I splurged on a chocolate bar for Easter, and next thing I know, my face is breaking out. Amazing what happens when you start eating clean and then you eat something that you normally don't eat. Yeah, so that one and right here too. Anyways, so I just finished doing your preview workout video for today, so I'm going to post that. That'll post before this. So that's why I'm all sweaty and stuff, but this is what I do. Basically, I became a coach almost a year ago on April 16th, which is in 3 days. It will be my 1-year anniversary. And in 1 year, I have created a sustainable income for myself and my family, basically replacing what I would be making if I went back to work, minus having to pay for daycare. So that was a win-win for me. A little bit about how I got here. A year ago, I was struggling. I was already a business owner previously, which was awesome. I loved doing it. I was a fitness instructor. I own my own stroller fitness franchise, and it was great, but it was a lot of work. And once we added the twins into our life got a lot more chaotic. And taking them back and forth to work with me and all that, it was a lot of stress, and it was putting a lot of pressure on me. I knew that I wanted to continue. The franchise fees were going to be increasing, and it was going to put a strain on our family income. So I really wanted to find a way to keep helping people, but also actually bring in some money for my family. Coaching was presented to me 4 times before I actually even gave a listen. The first four times I was like, whatever. The first 3 times I was whatever. The 4th time really kind of started getting to me, and that was because my coach asked me to come to what we call Super Saturday, and that is a quarterly event that's held by Beachbody, and there was 3 speakers. My coach was one of them, and she was my friend outside of this, and that's why I went, really just to support her, because, you know, she asked me, hey, will you come watch me speak? Even if you don't want to do it, you know, whatever, can you just come watch me speak? And I felt, as a friend, I needed to go. So she told her story on what coaching had done for her, and another woman told her story, and I was literally bawling my eyes out. This woman talked about a tragedy. She didn't say what it was. I didn't know her, so I didn't ask her anything like that. But she talked about this tragedy really turning her life around and turning her on a path of health and fitness. And it was just so inspiring and uplifting. And she talked about this community of coaches where she got her inspiration, where she got her accountability, and how coaching had helped her. And I was so blown away by that I went home. I was so nervous, and I was like, Nelson, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really even think I was going to do anything with it. I wasn't really sure. I didn't know how it worked or anything. I just knew that I needed to find myself again, because I had lost myself. After the twins were born, I was really, really sick. I had an emergency C-section. I was sick their entire pregnancy. I had an emergency C-section at 29 and a half weeks, and they were really, really good. They were pretty healthy, and I was not. I was really, really sick. I developed a condition called DIC, and I was basically bleeding out. So they didn't think I was going to make it. And that was a lot for me to go through in the midst of having 2 babies. And it was a struggle. And getting over that and getting over what my purpose was in life, and I knew I wanted more, and basically almost losing that and almost not being here made me really define how much more I wanted out of my life. than really just to like run the rat race every day. I applied this time last year. I was applying to jobs because I thought I didn't just want to be defined as mom. I wanted to be defined as more than mom, because I had gone to school for 4 years. I went back to school and I got an MBA. I had done all this schooling. I thought being mom just wasn't, the mom I was becoming was not the mom I wanted to be. And that's because I was caught up in just being mom and not being anything else. Even though I was a business owner on the other side of it, I was still caught up in that just being mom. So, my husband supported me, just like he supported me when I wanted the stroller fitness franchise. And here was the difference. So when we bought our stroller fitness franchise, we invested a ton of money, and we never really got a return on our investment. And that's okay, because the friendships and all that and the group of moms I met really saved me from my first pregnancy being so bad with Mason and all that. So that saved me, and that was worth every penny in my eye. When I went into coaching, I bought my challenge pack for $160, and that waived my coaching fee. So I basically did that. And here's the thing. So I wanted to make that money back right away, because I wanted to prove to my husband that I could do something with this, and that it wasn't just another, okay, I'm going to give you this to do this, and it's not going to, take off or go anywhere, or it's not going to cost us any money. That was my main thing, because my other business cost us money and really just kind of paid the bills. We didn't make anything off of it. And being in business isn't about making money, but once you start costing your family money, you're kind of like, oh, this is not a good feeling. So I took off and I ran with it. And how did I get people to join me, and how did I share what I was doing with people? Facebook. That's basically what I use, is Facebook, to reach out and to meet people. And there's some of you in here that I've never even met, that you found this ad, or one of the coaches on my team invited you, and we don't know each other, and you're like, who is this girl? But it's made a huge impact on my life, and it's really helped me define me outside of just being mom. And I felt very insecure about my role as a mom, because I didn't think I was doing it right, because I felt like I was robbed. I had 2 unperfect pregnancies. They were really crappy. My vision of pregnancy is not like, let's get this fun bump or anything. I'm sick and it's bad. And I had 2 emergency C-sections, and I was sick the first time, not as bad as the second time, but my vision of pregnancy and childbirth is, it's bad and it stings, and I feel guilty for that. And I've learned through working on myself, through defining me, through finding my purpose, that there's no wrong reason, or there's no reason to feel that way. I love my children just as much as any other mother, even though I went through hell and back to get them here. And I came out on the other end. So that's what's important. So coaching has changed that for me, and coaching has really put us in a way better financial situation than we were in 6 months ago. We were never, I don't know, we were struggling, not struggling, I guess tight. Tight's the right word. Because we had 2 preemie babies, there was medical bills, we have really good insurance, but there's, other stuff. We had 2 babies on formula, and specialty formula, because Layla wasn't gaining weight and she needed lactose. So it was quite expensive. We were shelling out a couple $100s a month on formula. And, I had my other business expenses, and because I didn't close that down until November of last year. So coaching really gave us the extra to not live paycheck to paycheck. Because for a little while there, it was tight. I guess that's the right word. I'm not really sure if that's the right word. But it was like, okay, and that's when I really started budgeting. If you've done my clean eating on a budget, that is when I started really budgeting and really keeping track of what I spent. And because I did not want to go over a certain limit, I wanted us to not have to wonder if we were going to pay all our bills or if we had to put something on a credit card, because that was our thing that we tried not to use. We try and pay, use our debit card and not use credit cards. Obviously, there are times to use credit cards, but that was really important to both of us. And this really helped put us in a better financial position. And now we just actually, last night, this is super exciting. In September, we're going to Florida for 2 weeks, not just a week. And I feel like I'm going to cry because it's really happening first. But it's super exciting, and my parents are going too. And it's just really refreshing to know that we can take these opportunities because we now have the extra financials. And when my parents, it's just, I can't, we just decided this morning, my husband just checked at work to make sure he was good. And so when my parents said that they were going and then we might come down the next week and all that, and then my husband said, well, why wouldn't we go for 2 weeks? And I was like, wait, so we ran the numbers. We're going to go to Disney, and we already booked our character breakfast and all that. And the reason we can do that is because of this. And that has changed our life so much that it's like, wow, we get to go for 2 whole weeks and not have to worry about anything else. I can work my business from anywhere. Yeah, my husband's using vacation time and taking time off, but hopefully one day he won't have to worry about that, and he can stay home and we can do this together full time and run our business from home. So I'm sorry I'm rambling, but that's just kind of how I got here and a little bit about my story and why this is so important to me and why I want to share with you all of this super awesome stuff, because there's different levels of coaching, and I started out, in the middle level, and now I'm at this level, and the life changes really kind of give me butterflies, because not that I wasn't happy just being mom, I'm sure I would be, but I felt like I had more. I knew I wanted to do more, and I didn't want to go build somebody else's dream. I wanted to build my dream and help others in the process of that. So I will be talking a little bit more this week about the different levels of coaches, because there's not just, full-time coach level. We have other levels too at the lower level. So it kind of meets everyone where they're at. And I'll be talking about a little bit more. And 2 of the top coaches on our team are also going to be sharing videos this week about their story. And it's pretty amazing. So I'm really excited for you to see that. If you have any questions, you can feel free to message me or comment below, and one of the coaches will help you out. All right, guys, have a super amazing day. And if you are where the sun is shining, enjoy that vitamin D. Have a good day, guys. Bye.